Now, let's look at your current situation. And I want you to understand this because it makes a big difference when you start applying this knowledge in your life. Take a look at the current situation. Now, choose an aspect of your life, right? You can have a different situation when it's about money. You can have a different situation when it's about relationships. There are people who are very happy in their marriages, in their relationships, but they struggle financially. And the other way around, there are people who are not struggling financially, nor in relationships, but they're struggling with their jobs, with their careers. They're not happy there, right? So there's always something that needs to grow, and there's always something that it's like perfectly fine. So I want you to take a look at your average. You can make an average current situation, yes, or you can choose one field in your life that you want to focus on. So let's see, if you choose one field, I'm going to choose, let's say I've already chose money. Yes. So I'm going to choose a different example. Let's say relationships. Let's say that, you are programmed in your subconscious mind to only look for people who are very much behaving like one of your parents, right? Your mom, your dad, and your parents, this particular parent that you don't realize you're looking for somebody like them. This particular parent had some really, some really negative, unwanted traits. Like, let's say they were, narcissists, or they had any kind of abusive behavior, and you tend to keep attracting those people that match that pattern, right? They look different, and you'll say, oh, I would never attract somebody who's behaving the same like my ex, right? They look different. You think that by appearance, and by the way they present themselves at first sight, at the beginning of the relationship, you chose a different thing now, but then it turns out that there is a pattern, and the behavior repeats. So this happens very often to many people, and it creates this vicious cycle, really. And so let's look at this, right? So step one, right? Subconscious programming, especially from childhood. We have created beliefs and values with which we are emotionally involved, right? So we identify with them. Even though at conscious mind level, you will say, I will never choose that again. I already made my mistake. I've learned my lessons, all that, you're still gonna, until you reprogram, you're still gonna choose them, because that's what we function on. We function on subconscious programming, right? Even though we say, oh, like, I would never do that, but we still do it because we are emotionally involved with that. And because without even knowing, we identify with certain programs. And so we are programmed. Then, right, we have this mindset based on our programs. We have this paradigm, like Bob Proctor used to call it. And the truth is that the way we think, right, it's based on our beliefs. It's based on these programs. The way we think at our conscious mind level and subconscious mind level, and we think in general, it's based on these programs, even if we like it or not. And then on top of that, we feel, yes, we feel based on these thoughts. And next, number 4, we act. We act based on our emotions, which are based on the paradigm, like the thinking, yes. And then the thinking is based on this old, very strong programming. And of course, the way we act will take us to more of the current results, right? To what we see now. Current result in my example now being that we keep attracting, or you keep attracting, the same person again and again and again, with a different aspect, exterior aspect, but inside and behavior-wise is the same person. So what's happening? When you get the same results without realizing, there is this part in your brain, and it's this part in your subconscious mind that will reinforce, will look for people, will look for opportunities, will look for situations to match what you exactly have had so far. You're going to look for it. You don't know it, but your brain and your subconscious mind are working together for that to happen. So you're going to reinforce those existing programs. This is the cycle. This is the current situation in many aspects of the life of many people. Excuse me. So with this being said, let's see now, how can we change this?